Well, hello, and welcome to another Title Tuesday, which will start in about 8 minutes or whenever. Before we get there, you can always use a description and fast forward to the games after you give a like and a subscribe. That's worth a punt, isn't it? Please do. I just thought I'd update you with latest adventures that have been going on. I'm going to do a proper separate video on this another time, but it's just a very small update if you're wondering how the chess boxing match got on. Can't you fucking see? Painful is one way to describe it. Quite an experience. The whole thing. Yeah, I mean, I broke my nose again. Great, and afterwards, one of the paramedics pushed it back into place just to add to the pain. So thank you for that. I'm not sure it's actually even back in the right place, so I'm following up on that at the moment. But the problem was, one of the issues was that I busted it about, as you know, 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I don't think it's properly healed because it was quite a nasty break. And I was obviously a bit worried about that, but wanting to fight, even though I was probably suggested not to, I thought I'd, not concern myself with that, and any little hit basically put it out of place again. But now I'm going to give it some rest, so it's all cool. But on the plus side, we did come back with this monstrosity of a thing. Feel like I'm back in the WWF now, woohoo, and all that crap. My opponent was a much better boxer than me. Very tough guy, Matt Coldwell. He outboxed me throughout. I was far too nervous for a start. I mean, I was pooing myself since Friday. Not about the fight, but just more the whole thing. It's very hard to describe. I'm not worried about literally getting in the ring, but just people there. I don't, I've always been a bit scared of that. You might not think so as I do these videos, but I'm sitting in my little office, and even when I was in studios in Oslo, I find that thing quite tough, So I was pooing myself, and to be honest, a little bit disappointed with my performance in the boxing because I know I can do better. Froze up, forgot nearly everything I've been learning: head movement, foot movement, throwing counters, throwing punches, you name it, I pretty much forgot it. But the one thing I did have was just a bit of resilience and the will not to lose, for better or worse. But again, my opponent was a worthy guy. I mean, he completely outboxed me, and unaware to both of us, the timing of the rounds, I've only just found out, may have been not completely correct. I guess this happens sometimes, as in one of the boxing rounds was a bit too long when he knocked me down, and the last chess round was a bit too long, so there probably should have been another round of boxing. Maybe I shouldn't have got knocked down. You can always say these if and buts afterwards. Would I survive another round of boxing? I mean, I'm a pretty tough guy. I'm quite hard to get down, so I'd hope so, and then I'd have won at chess, but who knows, so I do feel it's a bit unfair on my opponent. That not a particularly, not a perfect way to win, but what can I do, man? Shit happens. And Matt, one tough guy, man. One tough guy. 27 years old. I mean, I'm a middle-aged 44-year-old who's had a lifetime of abuse, basically. All the bad things I've probably done at some point in my life. Just name it, I've probably done. And just trying to turn those things around recently. Which takes a bit of will, but obviously the body has taken a bit of a knock or two in the past, so it was hard getting in any shape for it, which I'll try to continue to do so, but it was certainly exciting, and like I say, I'll do a proper video on it at another time. Just while we wait for Title Tuesday to start, maybe I can just take you through a couple of moments of the fight. I'll take it from the official footage, so bear with me. And let's see if we can make this like bigger or something. And okay, well, here I am unfortunately I had to get my top out, but bear in mind, 44, dad bod, years of abuse. I ain't an Adonis quite yet. Give me another 6 months, then you know, you can statue me up and put you in the corner of the pavilion somewhere. And let's just also we'll mute the official commentary and go to some moments in the thing now. Okay, so this is a bit of a shaky thing. The second round of boxing, and this is where I took a massive hit around here somewhere. I can remember this. I think this is the second round, and I'm just trying to keep my guard up, trying to throw the odd punch, but not really working. My body shot's not too worried about, but it was a hit around here that really messed me up. And I don't know where it was. It was, I don't know, maybe around here. Let's see. And you can see Matthew, much faster boxer than me, throwing a lot of punches. That might have been the punch that broke my nose. It wasn't a big punch, but as my nose is a bit fragile, and you know, obviously I'm trying to clinch a little bit there, but feeling okay as things going on. And here's where the medic came over. Now they should have stopped the clocks here. You can see there's a bit of blood, and my nose is gone. But also, one of the shots I took had actually done my vision in. I thought I might have busted an eye socket, and I couldn't really see out of the right eye. So she's telling me here, your nose is broken. You should probably stop. But I'm like, nah, fuck that. The crowd have been very nice.
And it looks like the fight is going on.
And, you know, we continue. So I've just got to guard up here. My corner man just doing something, but we've got to get back in the ring because it's unfair that the clock should have been stopped. And here blood is pouring out, a bit of vision going, but we get back into the chess. But look what I do in the chess in a minute. It's absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. And I'm holding on here, not throwing much, getting my guard up, just trying to get to the chess. And thank God we're into the chess. But look what I do in the chess. Okay, so I'm black in the position, and I get a winning move here. But, oh my God, watch this. I come in with a check, and it's nearly checkmate. But here, I win a rook, but my vision has pretty much gone. And I blunder a bloody queen. Can you believe it? I go a queen down, and at this moment, a little laugh. What else can I do? What an adventure anyway. But we're about to start Title Tuesday now. So that is my little highlight of that. What a Saturday night. I'll do a proper video on it at another point, but let's now play some chess, and hopefully I haven't got too much brain damage. While I start playing, I've got lots of people to thank, as well as my opponent. There were two heroes who turned up, who are followers of the YouTube channel. And I've got a massively thank you. First of all, Bob from California. Man, coming all the way from California to watch it. Was cool to share a beer, or 5 of you. Awesome, dude. Thank you. And then there was Homer, who came all the way from Sao Paulo in Brazil. And I heard quite a funny story, Homer. Homer had flown in from Sao Paulo, and apparently he had a little bit of problems at customs. He's going through customs, and they're pretty strict in England. Bloody Nazis. And they were like, so, where are you staying? Because a lot of time they ask you where you're staying, because they don't like people illegally working. And Homer was like, on a farm. And they're like, he's staying on a farm. And one of the things that a lot of illegal immigrants do, and again, this is not my view, I'm just telling you the facts. I think there should be more of them working, if anything. Is hang on, I've got to work out what the hell's going on here as well. Do we develop? They work on farms, And then they said, okay, so you're staying on a farm. What are you doing in England? Watching a chess boxing fight. So this customs guy's, he's staying on a chess boxing. He's clearly either mental or making this up. But they rung up the organiser, Gavin, who put him through. And my God, having that support, fantastic. And then everyone else I met there as well. It was really nice to meet some of you, watch this channel. So hello to all of you. Give a shout out down below. And it was great to have a beer with some of you afterwards, because I was drinking like a bloody fish as soon as that fight was over. It was certainly booze city for me. Okay, but we are here for Tight Tuesday, so let's get back to it. Now, I've done this pawn sacrifice, which is pretty typical for the Dutch, and I've put this pin on the board. Now, my opponent can break the pin with h3, but he drops a pawn. So he's gone for another tactic, but he has to be a little bit careful now that he doesn't allow my knight to come in here. Now, if I do put my knight in there, I guess he's going to move this one back. This seems like a really risky way for my opponent to play. There's a lot of pressure, and if I take there, his queen covers this square, but there's something very fishy about this. Can I take and go g5? Well, then the queen has this check. Take, g5, check. Got to watch out for this square. But again, this position seems really suspect for my opponent somehow. Knight takes, pawn takes. What do we have there? This check is very annoying there, though. We don't want to swap the queens off. So even though he's played a very... Okay, can I just move the knight back here? I don't really want to move the knight back there. This feels like the right move, but after knight here... Okay, let's play this in first. I can't see any other move. He can come forwards, but this seems forced. And now h3. I can then... h3 might be now an idea. Okay, well, I'm gonna move this back just so I don't drop it. I've still got a lot of pressure here, and I think I need to get this knight out the way next. So he's breaking the pin immediately. Now, can I sacrifice? Takes, rook takes, or do I just take here? It feels much more sensible just to take here, right? The other way, I'm giving up a whole piece, but this seems to keep some initiative and not give up a whole piece. So I'm just going to close that down now, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. My opponent's obviously trying to swap the queens off. And even if I do swap the queens off, take here, I've got quite a pleasant position. But I'd much rather not swap the queens off. But what else can I do? Takes then here. Might have to... Okay, I think we're going to have to swap the queens off, guys. As unfortunate as that is, we're going to have to go for exchanges because... I'm going to pick up this pawn at the end, and it gives me a nice, safe, stable advantage picking up this pawn with a check, and we're going to try to whip off some of those other ones there in the position. And maybe there was something better, but if you see a small advantage, look at me, I sound like your granddad. Play it safe, mate. Play it safe. Safe Simon, they call me. Not the wild man. I will do another video on the boxing. We'll go over it properly. Everything I did wrong. To be honest, I've tried to watch the it back, but I can't. I don't like watching myself at the best of times. And it was a bit depressing. I was like, oh my God, like really? I'm getting that battered. I'm boxing that badly. I was like, oh, you know, so I don't necessarily enjoy watching it, but yeah, it should. I should certainly do something on it. And now, can we whip another pawn off the board, or is that a little bit risky? We don't take here. I take there. He goes rook here. Where does my knight go then? We're getting in some tactics. I mean, it might work, but okay, I can't. Okay, I don't know. This one and here it might work, but after rook d2, how does my knight escape? I might have some tactic with rook bishop there, but it's not entirely clear. And one thing I've got to do is just not lose on time, right? So let's just play again quickly. I've got to get a better speed going. Knight h3 may be a good move, but let's just keep it safe. I've got a very nice advantage. If you can't calculate the win in potentially the other lines, then it makes sense not to risk it, I assume. And here I'm just trying to probe the pawns over here. I'm now restricting that knight, stopping that knight from moving. And one great way to play against knights is try to gradually push them back. So I want to leave the option of pushing this one up the board. And he can't move much. If there, I go there. So he's moving his knight, but I'm covering this knight really nice. So I'm going to try to force that knight backwards. And he loses on time in a lost position here. There's no doubt here that his position is very uncomfortable. I can slowly bring my king in, and then I can start pushing these knights further back. So it's certainly a losing position. Let's just have a look. Are we going to start with a nice high like score? And it's nice to win a game, isn't it? Maybe win Title Tuesday today, eh? Start review. Okay, we're not going to win title. No, I don't want that. Just give me, what is it? Where is? Oh, there it is. Only 80%. Come on, I'm better than that. I don't believe it. Bloody hate this computer thing. It did say my rating is 2450, and I think my elo is exactly 2450. Wow. And my opponent missed some chances here, so we should probably look at this opening just to see. This F4 move, yeah, I've played it a couple of times, but I'm never sure if it's actually a good move or a bad move. I probably should have looked at it before. And the computer says it's a bad move, because of course I don't need to sack a pawn here. But it looks very interesting, right? Looks like an interesting move. You can play normal moves. I can even play G5 if I want to attack. But I like the idea. In these kind of positions, I'm never worried about leaving this bishop at home, because at some point I want it to come to one of these two squares. There's no point moving it here, I see. But this knight, I very much and very often try to bring it around to F7, because I find then it can come flying out over here. So even though the computer doesn't recommend it, I think this is probably a pretty decent idea. And then bring the knight back here. F7, very good square. Followed up by G5, G4, and maybe knight G5. So these are all attacking ideas. But F4 the computer doesn't like. But this is, especially in blitz chess, very hard pin to break. And even though the computer says it's very much doing well, these moves the computer's suggesting, they don't do anything to break the pin. So I'm wondering if the computer is limited in its vision here. And the way the game went, did I miss anything better? Let's have a look. This move I don't like. I don't think my opponent needs to do this. I know he's covering this square, but after here, it really feels like I should have a strong move here, but I don't actually have anything too strong. So this keeps some pressure on. And now I was worried about some h3 idea, and if the bishop comes here, everything gets exchanged, my knight gets exchanged. So this just seems like a solid move. And my opponent has to move the bishop back, but again, I have a very nice initiative after this move now, where I have a lot of pressure here. The computer again says white's okay, but practically it does seem like I should have just about enough here at least. Now after h3, this starts to get quite uncomfortable, and of course this is what I should play. I should take on f4 with my knight. Okay, we're playing Alonso, who has beaten me before over the board. I think I played in the same 4NCL team as him. Good theoretician, good player, and guess what? I get black again. How many times do I get double black in these chess.com tournaments? Says Kramnik, conspiracy agent number 2. Okay. I mean, you literally cannot get black 3 times in a row because it's against the FIDE rules. But I'm getting a bit fucking sick of getting black, to be honest. Okay, right. I'm just going to play it. No, I'm not. I'm going to go G5 and try to do some shit. I said I was going to play it very sensibly, but I'm going G5 because that's the way I roll. Flippers, of course. Okay, and now he's trying to probably put a piece on this square. This is quite committal by him, but I also know from practice I've got to watch out for 2 ideas, knight d4 and knight b5. So I'm just going to cover one of them. So he puts the knight in here, and now I don't want to commit this pawn quite yet. So I'm going to guard it, and this is why my pawn's here, because if he had knight b5 now, I could start to get in some trouble. And I've got to watch out for the knight coming here. I might have to take that knight and close it down. That is one way I can play. And all of these positions, white should be a little bit better. And I forgot, if queen f7, he has knight takes e6, which is a very nice tactic. Takes, but I can here, takes. Very interesting. So I can play into the tactic and actually end up taking on c3. And at the end, take on e4. And that actually looks, to me, quite interesting. It looks like a blunder, this move, because of knight takes e6. But my idea is to counter blow with this one. And now I have pushed his knight to a very dodgy square. And I think one move is just taking here. But can I play this even cleverer? I think I'm going to just take here. I thought his knight would be offside here. And I thought his pawns are very weak. Maybe still a slightly hard position to judge. But a position, nevertheless, which I think is looking all right for me. So now, again, time is not my friend. So I don't want to open up the rook there as long as I can. And now my bishop has found not the best idea, because I don't want him taking this one. So I might have to come round those angles like this to play this. But yeah, I've got this square, fortunately. But I shouldn't have allowed this. This was a very strong plan from my opponent. But actually now it's very messy. Maybe I'm threatening to take and go knight g4. Because again, his pawn structure is very bad. My knights have some good squares. I got a little bit of pressure. This is it's a messy, murky, unclear position. And I think I should give myself this option in some cases at least. And let's now, this check, his bishop defends against that for the time being. But I open up ideas of this and knight d3. Knight f5, he creates his own concepts here, though. And this has always been the problem, right? So bishop takes, and knight d3. How is this working? Maybe it's what we call not working. And yeah, okay, this is a bit annoying, isn't it? This stupid pawn here, which I don't want to defend too passively, but my king is very bad. So I'm going to try to put my king somewhere. It's not. Oh my god! I've just fallen into this. Very stupid. Just a blunder there. Well, I just missed that. I mean, I blundered the exchange. It was still not game over because my knights are very good. But okay, we're still in the game. So let's not get too downhearted. Now, if he starts to push my knights back, he can't do that now. So he's trying to swap it off. It makes a lot of sense. So we need to stop f4 and maybe in some cases support it. And now he's opening up his bishops in a very nice way. Check. Comes here, check here. He's trying to make more exchanges. And that makes some sense. I don't really want to swap more pieces off, but I don't see much of a alternative. And obviously this is a very bad position. I should have gone rook a3. He's made some very nice exchanges to get this, and yeah, it's not looking good now. That's what happens when you blunder the exchange. I had a good position in this one at some point, but certainly not anymore. This check, okay, we've got to try and just be mischievous with our pieces here. And he's trying to come in to this square. I mean, let's at least try something, but he's checking, he's taking here. Looks very bad, as I keep fucking saying. And his king seems very safe. Gonna try, my last idea is to try and coordinate these three, and maybe not a mating idea, but create something around his king. So he takes, I come in here, and then I'm hoping these three will work. Obviously e3 is big. Oh, fuck's sake. And of course I mouse slip. Just when things were actually getting quite interesting. Complete mouse slip. And I've allowed him to now have this check, which is a big check, because without that check it was actually a very unclear position. Actually, my pieces were coordinating so well together. Still some tricks here, don't get me wrong, but it's not as tricky as it should be. So that was unfortunate. I've got to take this pawn, but this is pretty simple. As long as he avoids my knight forks. Big mouse slip there from me. And he's always got a cheeky... Where's that? There. He's always got a cheeky check. Can just pin me. Or do something like this. Obviously, I've got to play on a bit. Knights are, after all, tricky. For both of us. I nearly dropped it there. And again, hoping for a knight fork, and that move seals the deal. That was annoying. I had a nice position there, and again, typical what I do. Let's just go back. I had a nice position, but fucked it up basically. And I think I was calculating quite well there. I feel like I was actually playing a pretty good game for most of it. But around about here, I start to drift. Yeah, this whole G4 idea, it's there were better moves. And even around here, it looks pretty good for me. But I've just got to deal with this idea, and as the computer simply indicates, do the king first. And had I just done this, which now makes so much sense, because my king is the only bad piece. If I get the king out of the way, I avoid all the traps, then I have many... Then I probably... I mean, I'm surprised it's only a small advantage. Because I've also got a rook coming here. So this was... now a little bit tricky, and look, the computer's top move is knight g8, but I ain't fucking playing a move like that, son. That's the kind of move a mouse plays. I can't play a move like that, can I? And I just want to go to one position in the ending where I mouse slip, because funnily enough, of course he's winning, but it's not actually so simple, I feel, if I play king takes e4. And look, the computer says there's only one move, and that is a very hard move to find, which keeps the advantage. He can go wrong in a number of ways here. I've got this check, forcing his king to the back rank. So actually, had I just played the move that's not the mouse slip, I think that it's it's game on. So, played well there. But who gives the damn if you play well if you lose, right? It doesn't matter. Played well. It's like watching England again. England don't play well, but they win. I mean, I'd rather it was that way around than England played a brilliant game and lost, right? Wouldn't you? I mean, we want to see them win. I'd still like to see them play good football, but like there is a thing of like, you play well. Who cares? Sometimes. And of course, I know it's the journey that gets you there, but it's the results that everyone remembers. That's the problem. And we'll just have a look at this game while we wait for the next one. I need to get to 7 points today, otherwise I'm giving up. La 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 la. Someone said that before. What a weird ending this is. Zugzwang. Black's winning. Black is winning. Nice. Oh no, he can't take it. Wow, this is a really weird ending. Yeah, let's just try to get to 7 points today. Come on, it's been. I've had so many shit title Tuesdays recently. I need to use the brain damage gambit today. It's my new secret weapon. The brain damage gambit. And yeah, you wait and see what the brain damage gambit is. It's coming to you soon. And look, Black's managed to swindle this one in a drawn position, and White is fighting on for some reason. And there you go. Let's get 2 out of the next 2. Come on. And we're going to wheel out. I must have White in the next game. I mean, chess.com can literally only give me so many Blacks. It will try. It will try, but it has to give me a White. Okay, now the brain damage gambit starts with A4. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Asa. Yes. Yes. It's brain damage. It's a gambit. And now we play this little move. And now we go here and we say, it's a French defense. And we're just trying to play like Black with a pawn on A4. Am I a fucking genius or what? What, I feel. And this is now reverse French, except there's a pawn on A4. And I hate the French, so I don't know why I'm doing this. Don't hate the French. Love hate. I've got to watch out for this. And I might, you know, actually, because I want to go A3 in those positions. Yeah, actually, his knight here is pretty damn scary. And then bishop here. We can go F3 and pray. No, I mean, yeah, why are you there, pawn? Pawn, come back to me. Okay, let's hope he doesn't go knight here. It's not the end of the world, I say, very calmly, not really believing it. Come on, brain damage. Keep it up, son. And now, the next stage of the brain damage gambit is to consolidate the king. Or is it? No, it's Garrying up the board. Only normal people castle. Why castle when you can fly? And now, the next part of the brain damage gambit. Destroy the centre. Tickle those balls, Simon. Tickle them. Tickle them. And now we've got to support old Gary. I am making this up as I go along, by the way. I don't actually know what the fuck I'm doing. And it's a bit like a French, though, isn't it? And in the French, you play this bullshit, and then you resign. Okay, now this light square bishop, I could try to win a pawn, but not now, obviously. But this one, queen c2. Do we go queen c2 here? Let's just put this on the board. Because one idea is to take here, and this is where you get... Oh, look at this. And the brain damage gambit comes in strong. Boom! With a little cheeky light square action. Now, that was the distraction. I thought he would take that. Too late now, I feel, my friend. Too late. He should have taken that last move with very unclear position. And now we're going to create something very sexy, I feel. Some check here and knight g6 with an evil laugh to top it up. So we're going to do a little check here. Well, he probably should move his knight here. And then we're going to do a little... Or do we go here? Oh, do we go here? Oh. Yeah, I sound like your girlfriend on a good day. Or do we go here? Oof. Oh, let's go here first. This one, actually, knight g6 was much better. Why? Oh, yes. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, son. Have it. Have it. Just call me Nostradamus. No. You can call me the Space Cowboy. Sexy. Oh, that was nice, wasn't it? Yeah, that was nice. Enjoyed that. That was a kaplonk. And the brain damage gambit in action. A4. We don't go rook A3 because that does blunder a rook, contrary to what people actually say. But my opponent actually played quite a good system, because had he played with knight, I actually want my pawn back on a2, because I mean it's not that bad. The computer says this position is equal, which is quite nice. But this move kind of scares me. But maybe it's nothing to worry myself about. What he did do, obviously, he blundered a piece, and this kind of shit seemed decent, didn't it? I mean, seemed like it confused him and got an interesting position. And here he should have just taken this pawn, because then his knight can maybe come in here. And that is the brain damage gambit. You give your A pawn for the cause. But I don't think it's that bad. He takes that pawn. Life goes on. I don't know. We move the king. We move the knight around. We checkmate him. Such is life. And then sometimes, very rarely in life, very rarely, h5 clearly best. But knight g6 was looking quite sexy here as well, wasn't it? So knight g6, and after this here, but he can actually escape with king h7. That is a brave move, and when I take, he comes out here with not a care in the world. It looks like he's getting absolutely done in here, but somehow he's surviving. This check, he just comes here. This check, he just comes here probably, right? And my advantage is starting to lose. So actually the finish was the best way to play. And after h5, he has to play a horrible move like h6, which is clearly losing, because I can then go a rook up minimum. But this is such a big threat. Quite a common motif there. Checkmate motif, that. And what does that put us on? It's only round 3. Okay. So we need to win the next move. Let's watch Hikaru. It's the first time I've ever said that. No, I love Hikaru. Such a great player. I love his chess, shall we say. Strong chess player. I mean, like, you know, his chess is just unbelievable. It really is. I mean, I don't know how anyone can play so amazingly strong. You know what I mean? Like, it consistently in this tournament against the world's best players. I'm just jealous of his pure skill, because he is one hell of a player. This is quite interesting though, because Hikaru's king in the long run is very weak. So if white is able to play f3, then the black king could be in trouble. And this knight does a great job of defending. So Hikaru is probably going to try to swap queens off. And the more exchanges that happen, the more Hikaru would start liking his position, because he's got a beautiful knight. And you really want to keep the queens on there, white. So taking the queens off there, don't think works very well. And now Hikaru's got the advantage. Don't know if it's enough to win in the position. For Hikaru, anything's enough to win, right? I mean, he's just phenomenal. Let's just see how he wins this then. And we've got to try to win the next game to get to 3 out of 4. That's what we're going for. And ooh, that check I don't like. But then if he'd have taken here, okay, this is nice play from Hikaru. He's just going to go now a pawn up. And is this still a technical draw? The problem is these pawns are all on dart squares. There's a dart square bishop. So if you can imagine this king getting here. So white's trying to make exchanges, but now there's a passed pawn. So I don't know if this is a draw or a win, because there's not many pawns on the board. You know, technically, is this a draw or is it a win? I think it's probably a win. Well, it is now, clearly. These guys are gonna... These guys are champions. Champions. And there we go. Simple way to win. And as long as you don't swap this pawn for this pawn, then you win. And you just go here, take this pawn with check, and you can resign. So nice game, and well, just a class finisher. Right, what else can we have a look at? Let's see if there's any other games going on. Another ending here, and white trying to win this position. but it should be a draw now. Opposite coloured bishops, they can shake hands here, and I hope they do. They don't need to play on. It's Boris Spassky who compared his divorce to bishops of opposite colours. He basically said that he was like one bishop, his wife was like the other, and they never ever connected, which I thought was a very nice way to describe it. And we have a white win here from a player from England, or Britain, should I say, Ellis. And I don't know. I don't know Ellis, so I'm not. Yeah, good result though. Nicely done. And the last game is a draw, so we should get round 4 any second now. And then there's a break after round 4. So let's try and get a good result. And of course, what colour do I get? Black. 3 blacks out of 4 games. What the fuck, chess.com? I'm sure they have that algorithm. If I sound like Kramnik, then just ignore me. I'm sure they have their cheating algorithm. I sound like Kramnik, where they're literally like, you know, oh, what the fuck? G6. Oh, he checked. Okay. Where they're literally like, okay, it's GingerGM. Make sure GingerGM has black, 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 black. Give him black, black in as many games as he can. Black, 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 black. Oh, dear. Stop giving me black pieces. But I'm not one to moan, am I? Okay, this position's fine though. It's absolutely nothing wrong at all with this position. It's actually quite a nice position. He wants to exchange dark square bishops. Let's just give my bishop a square it can go to. Move some pieces off the line of the rook. He's waiting for me to blunder. He knows who he's playing. And I don't know if this is the right square for my pawn or not. Because now maybe c5 is harder because he comes here. I kind of feel I want to play this, but this move as well is just a little bit. You have to do something with that now, and I want to play c4 really. But okay, well let's now try to do something proactive. This is a nice minority attack with the pawn, trying to break his pawns up, and now he can't easily sit with a piece here, so he goes in, and this is fine. Not worried yet. Am I worried about that knight? I don't know. I don't know if I just ignore it and then get mated, or take it and then get mated. Let's take it and then get mated. And I want to create some play here. Obviously I can't take that one because queen g5, but I don't disturb these guys is the key. He's coming for me. And let's pretend there's nothing going on. Now here, obviously, there's probably something to be scared about, as he's got some pressure against my king, but these good players, they're good at doing that, aren't they? I did actually bring a beer up to drink today, but I've been drinking so much beer the last couple of days, I don't actually want to have a beer at the moment. Yeah, if you're wondering, I am actually now British heavyweight chess boxing champion. Which, you know, whatever you say about that, it means quite a lot to me because I've trained quite hard, even though obviously my boxing is not 100%. Okay, where do I put the queen? I'm wondering about this. If I go here, he takes this, and I don't know. So queen here may be the safest. But now I'm always looking for tricks, like rook takes e7, check. Got rook here then. got to take this. Rook takes e7 as a move. Maybe I should just try it. Then he takes here. Bishop f6. Trying to consolidate. Got to be very careful. This is a bit of a weak spot, so I don't know if I'm playing this too cautiously. And now I want to come in. I don't want to sit and defend forever. I've got these two ideas, and I did actually see this as a concept. I've got bishop here if his rook goes to g1. And he's got to be very careful here, because I'm suddenly gone from defensive to the opposite, which is called attacking. I was never that defensive here, but there are many ways he can defend this, of course. He's always got f4 and my rook goes here to defend. Okay, so bishop can come in here now, but let's... I don't know which is better. Maybe moving the bishop is better, but let's go here, because now bishop d4 is a winning threat, so he has to stop that, which he's done. And oh shit, I was about to blunder. Nice one. Of course, rook here. I'm a bit worried about my back spanks, and I've fallen for that before, haven't I, boys and girls? Yes, Simon, you have been back spanked before. Okay, very safe move. Bit of a pussy move. Couldn't see anything else. And now he's trying to back spank me, which... So he's pushed me back. Fair enough. Come back again. Play so slowly. Okay, change of plan. Pinning his rook. Obviously I'm playing for a win, as I'm sure he would have done there anyway. My back rank is weak. This is my tactical idea. Clearly. He's had to play like this. Fucking annoying player, isn't he? Neither of us want that draw. Fuck my time. No, Simon, don't lose on time. Or position. I just looked at my clock and I freaked the hell out. And it's fucking cost me. Just my time, Simon. Jesus, why are you so slow? I looked at my time and I freaked out. Fuck. Oh my God. I just looked at my clock and I just played a move without thinking. Fuck. Ah, oh, what a dickhead. I literally thought, oh shit, I've lost on time, and I played anything. Oh man, I played so well. It's like, I want to lose sometimes. What is wrong with me? That is so painful. Look at this. I'm 3 pawns up, and I've just got to play bishop g7. You know, this is the move. If I just looked at the clock, and I'm like, fuck. This is what you play. Secure the back rank, and just win. Just push the fucking pawn. How did I lose that? Oh, no. I'm going to go and cry. This is completely winning. 3 pawns up. I'm so bad on the clock, right? So bad on the clock. I mean, how close did I get? This is where I just looked at the clock and my hands just moving a piece as near as I can. And here, just push a pawn, defend something. I'm just sort of jittery, so I'm just realising I haven't got any close moves that are easy. I put my bishop on a bad square. So I do this. And now, of course, I take the bishop. And even then, I'm probably doing... Well, I'm probably better, right? I've got 3 pawns to exchange. That was fucking painful. Typical. Oh. Right. Can I just get 7 points this time? I've started with 50% and it hasn't been pretty. I'm due some whites, but I probably won't get them because it's chess.com. And give me some fucking whites, and I'm trying to blame someone else. Pathetic. I'm the only person to blame here. Right, we'll have a little... I'll put it on pause while we wait for the next round because they normally have too long a break now. And yeah, fuck it. You won't even notice the difference. Oh man, where's that beer? Where's that beer? I might need something a bit stronger than a 7.5 cider. Jesus. Okay, so I've just downed a bottle of vodka after that last impressive game. So I'm feeling good again. Short-lived. But look at this. Look at this. You got Kramnik is playing and he's on 4 out of 4. I thought he was banned. What's that all about then? Didn't they ban him for cheating? But I guess if you're Kramnik, it doesn't matter, right? I don't know. Don't ask me. They make the rules up as they go, I think. I'm glad he's playing anyway. Right. No, let's play something normal. I've nearly played A4 again, but we're gonna go for a trompe. I always like a bit of trompe. You know, it feels correct to put the bishop on the square. It's a very English opening with the World Cup going on. Now we play this one. What's it called? The Raptor, named after the animal. I think, is that right, or is it the raptor after the animal, or is it the raptor after, like, you know, when heaven and hell collide, raptor kind of shit? I don't know. R-A-P, it's the animal, isn't it? The not mythical animal, because it was a dinosaur. The dinosaur. I got there in the end. Okay, a bit more of a boring line in the trompe, this one. I expect I'm slightly better. Why am I slightly better here? Because I've got more pieces developed. But it's fair. Yeah, is this knight good? Is it bad? I don't know. Maybe there's nothing here. And so I'm going to put my knight here just because I want to play G4. Because I've got a pawn on H4. I'm just trying to make use of that. And I don't know. It's a confusing position. It has some similarities to the Jabava London, this, but I expect I'm going to concentrate on casting this way now. But I could also try put my king on G2. This structure I've always find is quite good in actual fact. Double pawns in the center, often very nice, especially when you've got a pawn next to them. It's like a kilometer. I can't even say anything at the moment. Brain damage. Calamitous. That's dyslexia. I know what I'm meaning to say. A calamitous of people. Jesus, this chess boxing should come with many warnings. Okay, I'm just going to try to mate the fucker before my brain explodes. So I want to get the queen here, move my knight, and checkmate. That is my general plan. So here takes. Do I have a good knight move? Here takes. Where does my knight go? Very. Okay, maybe. Oh, I don't know. That takes check. Here takes knight f6. God, it looks so strong. Okay, I'm gonna go here because I don't know. Maybe there's something stronger. Just because this move, knight to f6, is annoying, and it gives me the option now swapping. Let's try to get funky with the other knight by threatening that one. But I don't know. Also, something with that move was probably working. And he's just trying to bail out now. So he's giving me a pawn to bail out, which is fine. I'd probably done the same in his position. And now my king. Where do you want to go, king? I think you want to go queenside. I'm getting a bit confused about the arrangement of my pieces. So I just want to get my king safe. I've picked up a pawn. Probably time to go a bit more solid now. Maybe I missed something better. But king safety is important. So let's make sure my king is rock solid. Take the open file. This is the one and only move I can see him aiming at getting counterplay. My pieces are very nice. He can't move his bishop. I pressure against here. These pawns do a great job. Pawn on d3 stops his knights from coming to these squares. So that's one hell of a pawn. Now he's just trying to make some exchanges. And this one's interesting, but again, we keep it simple. Do I take that one off as well? Maybe I'm making this a bit too simple by swapping too much. I mean, we got a pawn, but I'm also getting rid of a lot of my good pieces here. Knight g4, the one move I'm just keeping an eye on. Am I grabbing that pawn? That's the other thing. I'm playing very safe today. I grab that pawn, the knight comes here. Let's just go here. Stop knight g4 for now. Maybe g6 is alright. If I go there, knight here, I couldn't see a way out of that. I feel like I should be trying to harass his king. My bishop's not great now. Not a great fan of the way I played, but super safe from me. That's my nickname. Super safe Simon. That's going to be the new me. Everything's got to be safe. And well, maybe we now double up on the G file. It's probably going to go queen here. We switch the other rook. Is my bishop good or bad? That's something I'm a little bit unsure of. So I'll allow the exchange. He doesn't want it yet. Okay, fair enough. And he's going for counterplay. What's he going to do with this move, though? Because that is a target in some situations. Now, it's always my bloody back rank, I notice. I am so shit at dealing with my back rank. But can I back spank him? No, because he will back spank me. Don't get carried away with these back spankers. His queen is a good piece, so forcing it to go to a more uncomfortable square. I don't want it doing that and that at the same time. And again, I'm not playing this very accurately. This move creating counterplay. I'm trying to stop all his counterplay, which is. But it's only a pawn up. I thought it was more than a pawn up. Can't even count now. Brain damage. We know how fast I am, so I'm okay. The way to go? Is it the way to go now? Check. Is he drawing? Fuck. probably going to lose this somehow, get mated. Don't say that, because you know you will. If you say it, you blatantly will, Simon. Okay, thank fuck for that. That's what happens when I keep calm. You know, just use the force. Home it in. Shut that thing there. Zen. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. So when I was actually doing this chess boxing, and by the way, I should also mention massive thank you to everyone at Chessboxing Nation. If you want to look at chess boxing anymore, go to Chessboxing Nation. They have a YouTube channel. They've got all the fights there. Just Chessboxing Nation. Matt, Gavin, everyone else. They're such lovely people. So that, you know, should have mentioned them. I'll mention them more in the next video, of course. But one thing I noticed, I do get incredibly nervous. Not, you know, we try to overcome our issues, don't we, internally? And I've tried this calm app, but I can't get into it. I'm like too impatient for like these meditation things, you know. Maybe I need to try it again at some point. Try some meditation. Maybe I just need to, like, I think I'll be better just going to a mountain and sitting in a cave for like a week. Maybe I just need to find a mountain, and that's what I need to do. I need to find a mountain, take a shitload of weed. Joking, I'm not going to do that. Go to a mountain. Obviously, if you're meditating, you don't take anything, because, you know, I don't even do that anymore. Go to a mountain, take bare minimum food and water. So like bread and cheese. You know, do it like a monk. Make a fire and sit in the cave for 7 days and 7 nights. That's what I need to do. Focus. Yeah, okay. I know my next challenge, the cave challenge. Maybe I'll take a chessboard and look at some chess. Yeah. Right, and the geezer I was playing earlier, he's doing alright, isn't he? He's on 5 out of 5. I was doing well against him. He's in 2nd place. He's destroying people. And what are we? We're moving up. We've got to get to 7 points. I've never got 4 out of 4 in this section. Guess what colour I get? In what round are we now? Round 6. How many games have we had? Of course, I get my 4th black. And we're not going to go for the Dutch. We're going to go for this sexy little move. Because this sexy little move can be a lot of fun. The English defence. And I'm trying to remember. This is actually a good move, because the pressure here in this line is not that scary. And this is the correct way to capture. Capturing with a knight discombobulates white's pieces. Capturing with a queen keeps them a lot freer. And after f3, it's actually very hard to play against this centre then. And I think white has a small advantage after f3. So I'm trying to think what I'll play. Queen e2, very possible as well, but f3 is much more challenging. Now, I don't know if this is a potential pawn sacrifice. I'm trying to convince myself it is, but I can't see it working. But okay, I'm going to play it anyway, because I'm a muppet. Because at least his king's in the middle if he grabs the pawn. I'm hoping I can generate some way there. Okay, well, I'm also happy to see that one. Why am I happy to see that? I love opposite side castling. You're always going to get some tactical chances with opposite side castling. Now, if he takes with the pawn, which he knows not to do, being a good player, I was going to go e5. But I'm going to go e5 anyway, because obviously if there's a pawn there, his bishop becomes dud. Now, this is a bit of an annoying move, because where does my knight go? Does it go here, but then d6? Here, d6. Okay, I can bring my knight around, but very passive square for my knight. So, not sure about my e5. Too late, of course, now. Slight advantage for him, because he's got a very nice hold on the central square. Maybe I need to... And my bishop's shit. Is the correct term for that piece. This one's also a little bit scary. So let's just get rid of that one. I mean, might as well exchange it once, right? And I've got to watch out for this, I think. So it takes here. Fair enough. And am I concerned about that? Maybe. And now... I'm not convinced by this move either. It seems peculiar, to say the least. And you can go g4 and take control. So I'm very cramped here. My piece is struggling for air in this situation. I would have played queen g5, but he takes and goes here, and I don't like the look of that, but what else to do? So this is an annoying move to deal with, and I'm hoping I can block his pieces like this. This kind of thing, got to watch out for. And I've got knight g8. But what does that even do? He wants to get his knight now here, I would have thought. Okay. Oh, he can take on g6 as well and go h7. Then knight, okay, then knight h6 might be okay. Just don't like this move. It could be just crushing. So I need to... So if he takes h7, knight h6, I'm hoping survives. This, and of course I missed this move. But how is this position? His rook is quite committed on g5. I mean, you know, I'm not sure he should be doing this. He doesn't need to risk things like this. Okay, so he changes his mind. And I've just got to really sit here. Okay, so it blocks it all up there. Fair enough. And I don't know what I can do here. Because if I ever take here, his knight comes in like this. And I can maybe do this. Let's do this. I have to take here. This is absolutely forced. And I'm very happy that he's going to probably try play c5 at the right moment. This is the only way I can see him break on through to the... And now I would love to get this one in. Would I love that? I don't even know if I would. I've got a blockade here. Should be a draw if I don't do anything stupid. As my opponent is basically... But I'm not really sure why I'm trying to win this either. It's not very logical to try and win this position, is it? And I think I've pretty much done everything I can do now. I can't see any way to win this, can you? I mean, he can try to win if he wants, because he's got a bit more space, but he's offering a draw. We have to take the draw. It was a tricky position. I don't know what to say. I defended okay for a change. And look, we're just trying to get 7.5, so 7 points. 7.5 would be nice, but I should try to get... I can't even count now. We need 3.5 out of the next whatever games we've got left. Okay. We play the position, and if we go and have a look at the opening, this is a good move. And how can I generate better play than I did? maybe, yeah, this is... The way he played this is very clever, and I was really hoping he'd take with a pawn here. And I think this is actually a really good challenge for, you know, you at home. If you're white, what would you take with? Because I think a lot of people would take with a pawn. You've got 3 nice pawns, but look what happens to his position. I'm not even playing the computer top move. I'm not even playing... This is more of a positional human idea. This one. And... yes, he can push on, but if we compare it to the game, he doesn't have this square. His bishop is terrible forever because his pawns are on light squares. Yeah, I know my bishop is terrible, but it was terrible in the game anyway. He has a little bit of space, so he's not worse, but I don't mind this position at all. It's equal because I've blocked this guy and this guy. So this is a very good positional decision because he keeps this square and this alive. So important little moment there. And I'm certainly worse here, right? It's not easy to get any activity. So I've just got to really go in defensive mode. And I didn't see any winning plan here. I felt like I had to stop him playing g5 because I'm getting mated. So my moves are like feeling pretty forced. If he doesn't play h6, then I'm going to play rook f6. I'm going to block that. So he's got to play it now or never. So I would have done exactly the same. And did he miss anything after this? Well, I get a blockade now. And even though I think what his big mistake was, his big mistake is he's got me under a little bit of pressure over on the king side, right? His biggest mistake is to close this side of the board up. You know, in order to win a game, you've got to probe on both. You know, you've got to create more than one weakness. This is from the Soviet school of chess. You tie your opponent down to one weakness. So I'm tied down to this pawn. I mean, can I ever take that pawn? Maybe I could go rook here, knight here, but it looks wrong. And I think he, you know, in order to win this position, he basically needs to play this a little bit slower because he wants to play at some point c5, but he needs to prepare it much better. So maybe get a rook behind the pawns first. I'm not saying it's a win, probably should better hold, but as soon as this occurs, it's now very likely just a blockade and a draw. And the next thing I just have to watch out for is I've got to be able to exchange that knight when it comes to e4, because otherwise there's no way to defend this pawn. So I have to just wait, and I have to exchange, and I don't see any way either of us can break through here. This one, I take the bishop, take the rook, I win, and I thought I would just try winning the h-pawn. You've got to try every last sort of glimmer of hope that you can do. But obviously he's defending it. I'm attacking it. Seems like a dead draw. So, I don't know. Do you find that game interesting? I mean, I don't know if that game is interesting or not interesting. But we're on 6 out of 11. So, we're looking for 3.5 out of 5. Which is quite tough. But just give me 7 points. And the next game should start any time. So, the middle part. And I got white. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. It's a fucking miracle. And how do I use the white? I was very tempted to go a4, but we'll go and flick in the Burge. Because these Armenian, they're very traditional players. They're like, I like it when you play normal moves. And they don't speak like this either. So when you play something a little bit wonky, I don't know what the fuck to do. What accent is that? I've got no idea. And he's tricked me. I'm just going to play reverse Dutch because we like the Dutch, don't we? Let's just play a reverse Dutch. And I'm going to play this one. Woohoo. And I'm going to put the king here. So we got the reversed Dutch because we haven't had a Dutch yet. It's literally the same thing I normally get, but my king's on h1. And now we'd have this weird line, which is dodgy for white or black or whatever. And this is actually quite a safe way that my opponent can play. And I am actually really confused now. Now the board's the other way around. It's really confusing. So, This one, his knight comes back. Can we go c4 and complicate it? Let's do it. I don't know. I can't remember my theory. There's a surprise. And we'll take here. There's too many things to consider in the position. With the idea of hitting him in the middle. So naturally he plays this. Interesting position. If I go here, he's got this. And then I have to go bishop a3, do I? But no, we don't like that. So how do we play this position? I'd love to have the pawn here already, because then I don't have to worry about a5. But a5's a fucker. This is an artificial terminology of that move. So how do I play this? He's just taken this pawn. And I can't see to get enough central action. Well, I'm going to play it, but obviously he's going to play a5 because it's the best move. Other moves may be playable, but a5 just a good move. What am I going to do after a5? How am I creating? I was thinking about this move for a second. Takes, and then we take here. But a5 bishop here. Can he take something? Don't know. About this move, then bishop here. I'm going to go for this. I can't see. Now, I can at least keep some madness going. But now just e5. And this as well. Even stronger. Fuck. Yeah, it's got. He's found a very good line against the Dutch here, I have to say. And really, this is not good. Just going to struggle in this one. Pawn down. His knight's on a fantastic square, and he found a very good line. I have to look at this. I wanted to go to rook b1. He stopped that. He's playing this kind of perfectly, right? And this pawn is. I was going to say a pain, but I think a pain is understating how strong that pawn is. Bishop comes in here, and what am I doing? Here he goes, knight takes here. He comes into c3. What else can I do? This one. I've got to try to get in front of that pawn, but I'm already a pawn down. I'm getting pinned as well. He's playing all the moves I'm scared of. The motherfucker. That was some very crass swearing there. I apologise for that. Shouldn't be swearing like that, but I'm annoyed. And it's quite fun. I know some of you guys in the comments say, Simon, you take it too seriously. Just enjoy it. Sit back and enjoy. Yeah, come on. You're not a chess player. You're not a chess player if you enjoy chess. You're a spectator. Which is fine. And I feel I should certainly spectate more in my life than play. And this is just resignable. Fuck, I got destroyed there. We're making it as tricky as we can to get to 7 points. Fuck. And I'm using my white to play like black. Why? Why am I even doing that? Muppet. But I want to have a look at this. Let's just see. So I know better than to do these moves as well. I just again got a little bit confused. So okay, let's just. What do we play here? So this is all right, and maybe I just have to take here. Maybe this is just the best move. Knight c3 is the other way to play. Yeah, knight c3 is the way. It's always the way to play. I used to play c4, c5 in the position reverse, and it never really worked. I don't know why I'm still doing it, because I haven't got enough pieces developed to do this. You need to just play here, and just play chess now. And I know much better than to play this move here. Now, my opponent, let's have a look. I think he played really, really accurately there, which he did. He played very high percentage in a difficult position. He played pretty much perfect chess throughout. And after this, it's actually always a little bit difficult. I want my pawn here so I can go b4 in peace, but the way I should have played it was with c6, but I am worse then, and it's very hard to find a good move here. I mean, what I played seemed kind of okay, but I missed this very simple tactic, knight takes c5, when I'm just positionally lost. So I needed to not get in this position more than anything. And my opponent found this very, not hard tactic, but as soon as he gets this in, it's actually just like, I've got no counterplay. Depressing. So now we need 3.5 out of, can I count? 4. 3.5 out of 4. That ain't going to be easy. But we're going to get 4 out of 4. Just, instead, let's do that. Okay, let's have a look at one of the top games. I'll sit down and we got Denis Lazarev, who's always doing well in this tournament. The fetus of a chess player. But he seems to be in a bit of trouble here. Is he in trouble? Looks like black should be winning. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Look at those bishops. Those bishops are damn sexy, aren't they? I would still lose this with the black pieces, clearly, because those pawns are scaring me. But the bishops, can they handle them? Well, black also has some pawns, and that blockades everything. And a very nice game there by Adriakin. Damn good player. Yeah, I mean now the chess boxing is done for me. I'm planning to get back and do a bit of chess work because I haven't done any chess for a while, and I clearly need to sharpen myself up. And if I'm really trying to get better at chess, one thing I try to do is not play any blitz, because I find personally I think blitz is quite detrimental. I'll try to play Title Tuesday again, but in general I need to just get down and crack on now a bit of chess. Got the British Championships in 2 weeks, so I'm gonna have to play a lot better there. Luckily, it's a longer time limit. Thankfully, luckily, you know, I need that extra time now. You know, getting on, and I need to think. I can't play moves quickly anymore. I need to you know, use my cells. But 4 games left in this little one. Let's get to the break. So after the next round, there will be a break with a win on the board. So losing this would be tragic. So let's concentrate and play better. Looks like this geezer's a bit of a boxer. Look. Okay, we'll go for the Sicilian again. We got... Oh, Jesus. We both mouse slipped. How about that? I mouse slipped. He mouse slipped. And... Fucking hell. This is what it comes down to sometimes. It's a strange old world. And I'm just going to get greedy and take them all, I think. Now, if I take here, I go a pawn up, don't I, safely? So let's just take here. Try to get the queens off. And use that extra pawn. The mouse slip gone right variation. So he wants to... keep some tactical opportunities, so that's fine. We don't mind that. And this pawn is probably going to be one back. Yep. And he's also got knight here, so it's actually, this is like the brain damage gambit. He's actually somehow getting some quite dangerous counterplay here. Okay, I don't believe it. I've got rook c8. So knight here takes, rook c8, bishop f4, e5. Looks okay. So keeping queens on the board, that does make a lot of sense. And he's trying to win this back. My king is not in a great position. My queen is losing tempo. So he's got counterplay from this ridiculous opening. Now if he takes here twice, do I have f5? That's what I'm thinking. So he's going on the offensive, trying to create some issues here. I've got queen here and like this, but castles he takes, and this is also a strong threat. So I can also try and discombobulate him, but then g3, then e3, then takes here. Whoa, that is getting fucked up. I'm very tempted to do it though. What about e3 takes here? No, I'm a pussy. I'm a pussy, or I'm incapable of calculating, I think. Knight g4, very interesting. g3, we'll have a look at it afterwards. Then e3, queen takes here, and I couldn't see a move there. Takes king g2. And he's attacking my rook and that one. So there might have been something, but that's when like I need that more time. My calculation nowadays is not as good as it used to be. And here, well, I'm gonna keep it very boring. I'm gonna give my pawn back. And I'm just gonna try to play an ending because I'm incapable of calculating. So if he takes here, I'm literally just going to go queen e7 and play an ending. Just try to outplay him in a late middle game ending. After all the stupidity of what's happened so far. Is he calculating this move? Takes, then taking here? I always saw I had bishop queen b6 against bishop f4 last resort. Maybe this is a very interesting alternative. Bishop f4. Okay, he's played it. Now takes looks scary. I'm just going to, again, I'm playing like a boring old man. And my opponent might be able to cause some problems with a well-timed knight d6. Okay, well, let's keep playing like a boring old fart. He's playing the interesting chess in this game, not me. That is 100% clear. I'm just putting pieces on squares and just saying, okay, give me an ending. Because I cannot calculate anymore. And I'm now one move from castling. And I don't think his entertaining play as well. Oh, maybe this one is clever. Because then bishop c7 and queen takes here. I have to probably grab a pawn. And then rook b1, queen d4. That's it. Okay, so queen g3 here is this is too slow. You know, there is urgency when you're material down to do something. Now he's going for it, but I don't feel this should be as good. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Do we take here again? Then he wants bishop here. Okay, maybe this is his clever idea. If I go here, bishop. Okay, yeah, it's just not so stupid. 2 threats. So I'm going to grab as many pawns as I can. And I'll give the exchange. Don't see what else I can do. And don't even know if this move is correct. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to consolidate here more than anything, I am. With b6. Okay, so he's coming in. And again, I'm been trying to defend this whole game, really. Knight there is a threat. Can I still play it? Maybe. Maybe. This ending's not great for me. But it ain't terrible either. Trying to keep as many pawns as I can to keep some winning chances. But I'm also giving myself some great losing chances as well. I think I've got a nice blockade over on the king side. So I don't... I really hope it's not going to be bishop and knight, because I don't want to test myself there. But I've got one more pawn here. As long as I don't lose on time, it's going to be okay. That having an extra pawn means I don't have to test myself, because I don't want to do bishop and knight. Not this brain damaged old man. And we won in the end there. A messy game where, well, my opponent played much more enterprising chess than me. I was just trying to keep it simple. Simple chess. Meaning 3 games to go. There is a break now. And I need 2.5 out of 3. I just want to get 7 bloody points out of 11. I was doing it all the time a while back. I haven't done it for weeks. Come on. Please. We'll have a very quick... Oh, game review is going to be terrible. It's going to be absolutely terrible. 69. Look at that. That is like, yep, you're shit, you're shit, you're shit. Up and down. Shit, shit, shit. Yes, you're winning. Yeah, no, you're actually shit. Yeah, you're winning. No, you're shit. No, you're winning shit. No, winning shit. Winning shit. Oh my god. I don't know if blundered so many. And the whole point here is it's very simple. This is how I'm not playing with any confidence now. The whole point of me playing my last couple of moves is to play knight f3. It's the whole point of it. So, look, I'm basically going for this idea the whole time. And the fact that I play for this idea by putting the rook here, and I don't fucking play it here, you know, winning the queen, is just abnormal. But you know why that is? Because I wanted to prove that I'm an endgame player. I just wanted to grind out the ending. I thought the ending would be, you know, much more easier. And I haven't had an ending for a while. So rather than win a queen, I thought I wanted an ending. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. There is a break now, so we'll have another little pause, so you don't have to hear me waffle too much. I've done enough of that today. And then we're coming back to the last 3 rounds. Will I or won't I get to 7 points out of 11, which is proving to be quite a hard score to get. It's understandable. This is one of the hardest tournaments sort of for title players in existence. And 7 is a good score. But I think I can do it. 2.5 out of 3. We're going for 3 out of 3. I think we can do it. You know, come on. So I'm just going to have a little pause, but I won't, you know, it'll be starting again in a second, so don't go anywhere. There you go. I said we wouldn't be long. And we're back. And we need 3 out of 3. And let's whip out my normal move, d4. And we haven't played like just normal chess, so let's get c4 on the board. Come on. 3 out of 3. Fine. And I'll get 7.5. Come on, Simon. You can do it. And you're getting some whites. Surprising. This is one of the numerous Marshall gambits. There's so many. My theory's a little bit behind, but I know the general ideas. The general idea of this move is this. And now I think you play queen d6 here. Takes f3 is the idea. Takes f3. Okay, so it is because he's moving quickly. And now I have to move the bishop back. And if he takes here ever, I go here. And now, I remember this being a move I looked at a long time ago. So if here takes, bishop here and takes here, right? Takes here. Okay, so we go here, and this is, I'm hoping, one of the key concepts, so I can castle. And we're a pawn down, but, you know, we've got opposite side castling. The dark square bishop has meant he's had to play a lot of funny pawn moves, and I should have some good tactical chances. So I'm going to castle. Maybe there are other moves, because he's going to try to get the queens off. But okay, we of course keep the queens on. And castling can rarely be a bad option. Had he taken there, bishop f3 and come down there was the point. The other move I was just wondering about was b4, because that brings in ideas of both c5 and this. If I go c5 straight away, then he has... Sorry, I'm going to get my queen out dodge, and I'm going to go for b4. It's quite a tactical position, so I'm just trying to... and the reason, yeah, I want to play this move, but knight takes is the issue. But then I have b4, and I come in here after knight here. Also very interesting, but rather than risk giving up a second pawn, let's set up these two moves where I have attack over here. That pawn seems totally irrelevant at the moment. Maybe my knight can come round to help out the breaks or move in. So he's trying to keep things blocked here. Now here he will block it. This move strikes me as much more to the point. Do I first of all play this? Let's first of all, a definite target. It also means this is an idea. So he comes back again. He's playing all these good defensive moves now. Or do we come in? But then after this, how are we actually break him down? I don't know, but this move just feels right. If pawn takes, I'm going to play it. It's a sacrifice just to open up the bishop. He might well be able to take it. He might well... I mean, if he takes it, I'm not 100%... I'm playing more in instinct with this move than any firm belief. Maybe a rook b1, just trying to open up another line. Just, you know... so that's what... Yeah, I'm just trying to open up my bishops. Just trying to open up lines towards his king. And this knight coming in here to d6 is quite tempting. So I'm going to go rook b1. Again, offering another pawn. Just trying to open up lines towards his king. So we've opened up the bishop. We're trying to open up the rook as well. And he's trying to centralize his knight to this square. Makes some sense. So if I take, the knight comes in, correct? Then if my queen... Okay, so we're going to take, and the point is, if his knight comes in, we're going to take advantage of this bishop. If he comes here, I may have to give one of my bishops up. Comes the other way. Going for the bishop this way. Crafty plan. Not sure I should have put my rook here now. So bishop c6, but I don't know. This bishop is so nice. And he's playing this like perfectly, isn't he? The fucker. I like this bishop, but I don't know. Going here seems dangerous because I open up his rook. And these two can start attacking my king as well. So this move was a little bit too slow. I have to knuckle down to find a way through here. I mean, his knight's a good defender. Stops my queen coming in as well. How am I opening his king up? Throw the knight in. But again, my king could start being a target. Okay, I'm going to throw the knight in anyway. Let's hope my king is safe enough. Is this an idea? Not at the moment. I'm going to keep throwing pieces at his king. But it's such a good defender. It stops a lot of tricks in the position. But also my bishop is strong. My bishop, now I'm glad that's on the board, because it does defend. Now, of course, I'm going to go here because I'm a fucking lunatic. I've got to break his pawns down, even if it costs me material. And I'm just trying to set up some crazy shit on that square. If he takes, I go b6 and I try to destroy him. So I'm going to sack here or play b6. This I saw a little bit in advance. And I like it. So the bastard is trying to swap queens off. Oh, you git. Again, he finds another good move. But can I take here? Or do we just play for more and go here? Let's keep the queens on. It's risky, but he is neglecting this one. Now, surely there's something. The last piece of mine comes in, and I'll probably get back spanked now because we know how good I am with a back spanking. Oh, yeah. All right, mate. I can see it. I'm not that dumb. Famous last words. He's defended brilliantly because, again, I can't see how this is going to work well. Right, I'll attack his queen. And now I'm going to try to attack his queen. No, come on. We can do better than that. No, we can't. We're running out of time. Oh, fuck it. What are you doing, you muppet? No, we're not going for a draw, are we? Clearly. Just play that so I don't get back spanked. Shit, put time. Oh, I said shit time and he loses on time. Phew, blimey, governor. Well, actual fact, I am better in this final position. As you can see. My main point is, if he takes here, I saw some tricks with the queen moving and bishop c5. So, for example, I saw I had this. This is the most natural move. Then some bishop move. Maybe this one with the idea of coming through like this. This actually seems to work and win. Now, did I miss any earlier wins? I don't know. I love it when I get these like pawn sacrifices attacks, and of course the computer says I'm a wally, but in these sharp positions, the computer's always gonna say I'm a wally because it flipping hates me. And where was actually? Let's just have a look where that moment was where I missed maybe a win. That's the only reason I like the computer. Look, 2300. I played like a god in that game. Very shit god. The god of turd. But I still played like the god of turd. Come on. Come on, really? I thought it was actually quite a nice game. Fucking computer. I mean, I hate putting the computer on after games. It just really tells you how bad you are. But I think that was actually a right game. I should not have put the computer assessment on saying you're a Wally Williams. Wally Williams. That's my new fighting name. Wally Williams. But it looks like great compensation. This is all right. Boom, we open him up. Yeah, that's fine. This is a bad move, I agree. C5, I thought he could maybe go queen takes. But then, I guess the point is my bishop comes in. And what is the point? C5, queen takes. It is bishop here. And after queen here, bishop d6. Okay. And I'm getting rid of this key defender and threatening a break on through. That would have been very nice. And again, maybe a longer time limit. I was hoping that. He played well after rook b1. I was hoping he'd get rid of this pawn. But, of course, he doesn't. And then my rook is actually just not very... I've given him a tempo to sort his knight out. But then I'm pretty sure he made a mistake here. Like the computer says, he has some crazy moves like this. Or he should get rid of the bishop, which is defending my king. This move looks very, very bad. Because my bishop is actually much stronger than his bishop. It attacks him. It defends my king. h4. I mean, who would play h4 here? Except for some kind of computer, you know. This move, very logical. I'm setting up. And like, come on. This move is fucking genius, my friend. How dare you say this is not a good move? It's a genius level move. He finds the only defense. And I think this is another genius move, even though it loses. It's very hard for him to find out how with 17 seconds. Rook d4 here and knight takes f2. This kind of tactic you only see in a long play game. My pressure here looks great, but it's amazing that he actually has rook d4 as a winning move. Again, showing you the strength of computers. And after this, I miss a chance. I could take here. And then I can play a rook to this square. Wow. And then he can't stop my bishop coming here. Beautiful. So the winning tactic is now, and this is very hard to see, to move a rook to this square, and his queen cannot. Okay, but we've got 2 games to go. We just need to get 1.5 out of 2, and I've got white again. Bring it on. So if I win this game, I need a draw on the last one. Come on, I just need 7 points. I don't even want 7 points. I'm not playing the trompe because it's shit. We're playing the queen. No, we're playing the queen. What's this one? Queen's Gambit. I'm sure they've made some kind of Netflix thing on this. And now, what are we doing? I played this against Korchnoi. And if it works against Korchnoi, this is a good move. Then it might work against Punin. Or Andrii. Whatever his name may well be. And I'm going to go here. I'm making this up as I go. I don't know this position. The reason I'm going here is... Oh, well, look, I'm starting to play like an absolute loony. Have another pawn. I was playing so sensible, and now 2 games to go. Only need a draw and a win. And I play like an absolute lunatic. Why? Because that's actually the way I like playing chess, right? That's fucking why. Okay, and this is the idea. We're only a pawn down. And we got nice little... Good move. Yeah, okay. Respect to the move. Respect. And he wants to come here. Respect. Okay, that's a good move, isn't it? His knight comes in. That's a good move. Don't you just hate it when I do stuff like that? His knight comes in. Oh, fucking hell. I don't want to exchange queens. What kind of waddy wants to do that? Don't do this to me. Am I just a lot worse all of a sudden? That is a good move. Oh, right. Okay, how do we get out of this? Here? No, he takes. I want to keep the queens on, but knight here. Bang. Just looks horrendous. So queen here, he can't move his knight in because of f7. Is that the only option? I play it with a smile on my face. Okay, and obviously here, well, at least the queens are still on. Let's look on the bright side of life. And now we've got the queens on, so there's always going to be chances. Now, can I take there? He takes here, so I have to play e4. And have I got compensation for the pawn? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Don't think this helps me because it gives him that nice square again. He might play b4. Okay, let's keep the queen hanging over there on the king side. Maybe this is correct. I don't know. I want to play this, but then e5 is his idea. This check doesn't help me. Here, e5. Well, I take and knight takes. Rook d1. Okay, this seems like I need to play some. I need to try and open the position clearly. We have a rook coming in. If knight takes this here, knight check, and rook takes, queen takes, nothing. This check. Okay, I think I have to castle, but now he's going to castle, and do I really have anything in that position? It's hard to see the compensation, but you got to be a believer. You got to be a believer. You got to believe in miracles. That knight is too strong. I need to get rid of it. But then, okay, let's at least win the pawn if his knight comes in. I'm not believing much at the moment. Okay, so I will. He takes this pawn. This is the thing. The knight is too strong. You knew it was too strong. Too strong, that fucking knight. My bishop is shit. So we just push Harry and pray. Why don't we get the bishop to a better square at least? Let's keep trying. This is not going well, but No, we can't swap queens off. We swap queens off, we resign. So we have to keep them on. There's no... And this bishop looks at least more stable here. He's always got b4 as a way to break it. But let's at least... My rooks can't get in the game at all. He's playing good move after good move. He might be able to just whip that one off. But what can I do? I couldn't do anything. And he's just trying to swap the queens, and he's managed to swap the flipping queens off. Fuck. He's got b4 as well. Oh, this is not good. b4 is horrible. Why did I... Who put the bishop there? Look at that. You're trying to show off now. Good move. Oh, I didn't get anything, did I, in this game? We need a miracle, boys and girls. An absolute frigging miracle. Yes, Santa. I do believe in you. I wish... Okay, come on, King. We're not giving up yet. Quite yet. Very soon we are. Come on, King. What else to do? If you're going to go down with a smile. Back we go. Not even going down. Yes, you are playing good moves. You've proven that already. You don't need to show off with more good moves. Yes, I will resign. Oh, no. Oh, we can't get to 7 points. We can only get 6.5. Fuck it. Next week, I will have the... I would have fully recovered from chess boxing. I will get 7 bloody points. Fuck's sake. Maybe I'm just worse all the way. Another opening where my opponent improves on a world-class player. Improves on Korchnoi. And look at that. The graph is just showing that he played really nice. I mean, again, he played... This, I don't understand how people can play like this sometimes. They're just so much better chess players because, like I said, I had this in a long play. I had this opening a long play game against Korchnoi when he was actually pretty good. He's always been pretty good. He didn't play as well as this guy in a quick play game. This guy played very nicely. And to be honest, my opening is probably just not good. But he found nice moves, right? He didn't take my pawn. He played a very sensible move. Maybe I should castle here. I shouldn't go so... Maybe I need to castle in this position. Bishop f3, yeah, okay. It's a bad mistake. It's a bad mistake. And now he played this great move. Queen d5. Okay, I can do this and be a little bit worse, but I'm already a little bit worse. And he played again. Very well. So... Gotta stop playing these rather speculative, I can't talk today, ideas. And there's not really enough counterplay here, is there? My last mistake is... Well, I don't know if I should allow this e5, but my last mistake, I feel, is not eliminating this knight. I mean, my position's bad, don't get me wrong, because I'm a pawn down, but after something like here, I need to eliminate the knight, because it's just too strong on this square. You know, I need to play this for better or worse. It's not even a question. Have to play this move and just try. Because as soon as he plays this knight d3, I forgot he's taking here, and his knight is just a beast. My bishop is terrible. It's never going to find a good square, and he finishes me off without any concerns or worries. We'll play the last game, see if we can get half a point off score. 6.5. It's better than 5.5. At least we're on 50%. But we're not hitting those big numbers yet. But I will be coming back to concentrating on chess soon. And with that, hopefully I'll start to play better in these tournaments. British Championships coming up though. I won't be doing Title Tuesday then because I'll be away playing chess myself. And yeah, Yeah, I do have my phone here if you're wondering what that is. But if you think I'm cheating, have you actually been watching the stream? I don't look at my phone during the chess. It's over there. And if anyone thinks I'm cheating, I am the world's worst cheat. Call Kramnik in and put that on the equation. Is Hans going to win a title Tuesday? This is quite interesting, isn't it? Hans and Magnus have to play in the last round. Wow, should I just resign and look at that game? No, because I want to win. But that is going to be one hell of a game, right? Unless there's any other ones going on. I kind of, you know. Okay, we'll try to win. We'll try to blitz out this game. No matter what, we're going to play like a bullet game, which means I'll probably take 2.5 minutes. And then we'll try to catch up with the Hans game. Come on, move. Okay, let's play quickly. So I'm actually quite interested to see how Hans... Yeah, I've got to... This is my bullet skills. They're impressive, aren't they? This Line of the Dragon I quite like, because I get some funky stuff with this going on. And watch Harry. Harry is going to rise at some point, like now. And I just go for the H-file attack. It's as simple as that. So we take... and we push... Oh, he stopped me. So let's throw the knight towards his king. I'm just throwing everything towards his king this game because it's come to that moment in life. Do I care? Vaguely care. Let's get rid of that line. That looks like a good piece. I don't want a castle kingside. It seems far too boring. But this one, he will take... Okay, fuck it. And then my queen can come in over there. I don't want to put my queen there yet because knight f4 kicks it away. But now I'm threatening rook here and knight f3 with checkmate. This is my idea. Rook takes here, pawn takes knight f3. So he finds a good move. But I've got bishop d4 ideas. He's going to exchange queens. I know the way these... I'm not playing a bullet game anymore. Okay, well, we can't go back, so we have to go here. Now, after this... Yeah, okay, I knew you'd play this. Just knew it. I knew you were that kind of player. I don't care. We'll take that knight, because we don't want to swap queens. We just don't want to swap queens. If I can get this little geezer over here as well, we may have a party. Now, is there any tactics? Takes, check here. Rook takes, no. So I have to take here. And this at least keeps the queens on the board. Should I have gone check first? Quite possibly. Because now he stops me. Okay, but let's just bring in all the donuts, as Homer would say. I don't care about the pawn. You have the fucking pawn. Just take it. Just have it. I'm not really sure what my threat is. He's defending well. I'm not going to take here with my queen because I'm not swapping the queens off. So what am I doing next here? What is my next plan? He's playing super safe. Well, now I can take this one, right? And he doesn't even take my pawn. Wow. Okay, so that's all right. That's helped me somewhat. Let's secure the knight there, or it's a useful move to play. And maybe I want to move the knight back and put it on that square. Why do I want to move it back? It feels like this is more punchy over there. Yep. Oh, fuck. A duck. That is scary. Good thing I saw it. Just saw it in time. God, I should have gone a6 and stopped any of this nonsense. It's a little bit scary now, yeah? Okay. Oh, God, he's got a rook coming here as well. Yeah, I'm scared. I thought I was supposed to be attacking. He's not supposed to be doing this to me. It's not very nice, is it? And I can see myself falling for this one. Okay, he's blocked it. Thank God he blocked it. Keep blocking it up. Oh, he'll push this. Of course he'll push this. The guy should push there before I can block it up with knight there. Because actually now I'm not trying to checkmate him. I'm trying to avoid being checkmated and play with a nice centre. And he's got scraggly pawns. So thank goodness he didn't push that and keep his rooks flowing. because now I'm doing all right again. I have this knight coming in, but also his pawns are just a little bit weak, and I can play. I'm not materialistically that much down, and an ending's actually even quite good for me here, believe it or not. An ending position would be all right. Like queen here. I think this move will come next. Bring the rook up. Maybe flick in a check if we get a chance. Don't move my pawns. My pawns are stopping everything. Keep the pawns where they are until pieces have improved. So, actually, I wonder if I can see Magnus's games while we're doing this. Okay, they are still playing. Okay, there they go, and I'm still playing. So who's doing well there? Magnus is winning. I just wanted to see if Magnus was actually playing, right? Because we famously know what happened when Magnus played hands before. The game didn't last too long, did it? So it's good to see that they've made up and are actually playing a game of chess. So yeah, so I'm just improving my position. Now this check maybe helps, but let's play it. Oh, he's gonna go. Is he gonna go rook takes there? I'm gonna move my king out of any nasty stuff because he might be threatening rook takes pawn, and now he's trying this brutal idea on me, which is a good plan. One, because could easily fall into that because I'm shit, and number two, it's actually just a good plan. Right. Are you going to mate me first? I don't know. I'll let you calculate it. So the point is, if he takes here, I take with check. He might be mating me first. After takes, check, king here. Well, maybe he's mating me first. Let's have a look. I don't know. I was thinking I'd give up the rook with this one, but because obviously I'm getting mated. Rook h2's the move I've been planning here, and I'm just thinking, why the fuck have you planned such a ridiculous move? You're kind of okay. You're all in, you lunatic, bloody lunatic. And it doesn't work, does it? Fuck. It's nowhere near working. You are a class A imbecile. So we'll play like a pussy and resign soon instead. And then we'll have a look at Hans's game. Yeah, I mean this is just like, I thought I was just seeing ghosts. I don't know what I was doing here. Okay, it doesn't really matter anyway because we were playing for 7 points or nothing. Okay, Magnus Carlsen does beat Hans with checkmate. And I don't know, I'd kind of like to see Hans win. It would have been just to see him tweet. That's the end. I get 50%. We'll do better another time. It's been entertaining. Like and subscribe. I've got another title Tuesday before the British Championships. Now time for me to concentrate on my chess. At least we survived the whole number of rounds. And I might have to drink that beer now, I feel. It's a very temptation. Take care, guys. Bye for now.